Hey, welcome back. This is part two. Is this continuation? I'm not sure. It's the same build, same bike, different day. So, yeah, while you were gone, I cheated and I put the back wheel on. Got the tires mounted up. Got the wheel on. Got these little 3D printed, little girly things on there, little clips. They're cool little things. Sure my granddaughter will like them. They're not little spokey dokies that click clat around. That's going to drive everybody bonkers on the trail, let me tell you what. So I'm going to get the front tire on here. Yeah, I went ahead. I mounted the fork up on there, no big deal. Got some 3D printed spacers on here, 3D printed top cap. We'll see how that works out. There's not a whole lot of pressure or anything on this top cap. Basically, once you get it all situated, get your pressure set that you want on your headset, you're tightening everything up here on your clamp. So as long as you got a good clamp, not a 3D printed clamp, this is just there for show no go, really. Let's get this mounted up on there because I'm tired of holding it. I will be getting some fork decals in the future for this. Been kind of hunting around, seeing what I want. I found some basic Sun Tour ones on eBay, but we'll see. It drags a little on that caliper. Yep, we haven't messed with that yet, so that's in the future. So I got the bars up here. I got this isn't even really, I just stuck it on there for the heck of it. It's your shifter. There's green cable on there. I never really noticed the green cables before. But let's get this unfurled, and I'm going to have to dig out some cable housing for it. Not sure which or where. I got a bunch. I got 2 brake cables and I got all this to play with. Ooh, these are nice and long. What piece of cable in there? I don't know. I'm afraid to ask why. But there we go there. Run around. Now this doesn't have internal routing. It's got these little bosses here where you're going to clip it. You can feed a zip tie through these and clip them, and I'll tell you what, in a lot of cases that actually works a lot better because you're going to physically have to break the zip tie, whereas with the clips, a good shot and you can knock them loose. We'll get this, let's see, probably good on that side, this side. Oh, we got 2 sides we can go down. Hey, you alright? Man, you guys went down like a sack of potatoes. Gotta drink water in this heat. I tell you what, ain't no joke outside, especially the southern heat. It ain't just hot, but it's swamp hot. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Ain't that Arizona dry hot where you can walk outside and be like, oh, it's hot today, and walk back inside. No, this is like you walk outside and you're like, yeah, drink some water. Let's keep going on this. So while you guys were down, I ignored you. I ran the cable the rest of the way. I just got it clipped in, but moved it around. I got enough on there. I'm running it nice and short. No need for big, ugly loops on this thing. So nice, tight, got all the movement we need in there. So that's going to be good. Won't have a big bundle of cables hanging off the front like, somebody just let loose a spool of baling wire or something. So I'm short one little clip here. I got little black clips I can put on here, but these are 3D printed. 3D printed these in PETG. We're going to see how this holds up. So I'm going to print one more for down here. I mean, who am I kidding? I'm probably going to print a few more, but I'm going to put one more here in the meantime, but it's in between. It's all right. I got it cinched down and just checking it out. She goes through the gears pretty good. Like this set. Always a big Shimano fan. So this set was originally slated for my GT, but hey, you know, my granddaughter's worth it. So it'll be a lot easier for her having just one shifter to learn on rather than, you know, 2 shifters, and then if we put a dropper on it, she's gonna have 3 levers, and oh my god. So hey, she's 9, you know, get what you get. So I 3D printed a mud flap for her, a little mud guard. Use one of the fancy bougie build plates. So we'll get this on there. That'll get mounted on, look pretty good on there. Nice little pink flap. All right, should work. And if we have any problems with it, we can reprint it, or we can just throw it in the garbage, because I think it was like 43 cents to print this. So I am not worried about it in the least bit. That's what's nice about the bamboo printers, is they give you an idea centered up on there so it looks pretty good. Oh yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I don't know that there's ever a good way to get a chain through a derailleur. What are you doing all the way over there? Get your butt in here. I might need an extra hand. I checked the length on this prior. I might need to take off one link, but I wasn't sure about it. Still not sure about it. Wow. Man, that's a snug fit on those. Now she's locked in. Oopsie. Oh, look at that. Let's see. Right there looks good. And I've got these pink little cable ends here. Squeeze that on there so it doesn't fray. Let's get on these brakes. I got some brand new brake cables for these things. I got some other stuff coming in the mail too. Things we're going to get to play around with here, there. I got some silicone covers coming for the brake levers. They'll be pretty nice. That's too big. No comment. Let's go here. So we're going to take this little block off here. I don't know what size this sucker is. So I'm just going to back this off. I'm not going to take it completely off. See, properly motivate them right on into their new home. Run these on in. I'm gonna make sure I do the same thing with the cable. The front brake, I don't want a whole lot of slack. And what I'm going to need to do though, oh yeah, you don't really need to worry about making these long or short. I mean, you can have it run straight down really because it just moves with itself. Oh yeah, nice short cables. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna have to hit my Capra for that. My Capra came from YT with cables I can stretch out from here to Minnesota. And for those of you who aren't tracking, I'm nowhere near Minnesota. Now for the rear brake. There's one. You see what I'm doing? You gotta move around. Go to this lower one here. Should probably get around to tightening this up. There, now it's not going to flop around. It's not where I want it, but it's not going to flop around so much. It's really about time we get some grips on this bike. Until she can pick out some fancy grips for herself. These are just the stock Ozark Trail grips, believe it or not.